So I walked around the shop and unfortunately nobody's got any backing plates or drums apart right now, so I'll do my best to show you this without it. So backside view here of your backing plate. Your backing plate is this entire assembly minus your drum, which comes off over the shoes. Now, it's kind of a time or money thing. Replacing just the shoes costs less money, but it's kind of more screwed around. It can get really annoying sometimes, especially if you're not somebody who does this day in and day out. Now, if you had a thermal meltdown situation and overheated the brakes, I would definitely recommend replacing the backing plate either way, but the backing plate is replaced with 4, sometimes 5 bolts coming from the front, sometimes through the back, pretty rare, but they're usually, when you take the drum off, you'll see those 5 bolts back there. You take those 5 bolts out, the whole backing plate with the shoes and complete assembly comes out, and you pop the new one in, and you have 2 connections for the brakes. Most of the time when there's a brake issue, that's going to be my choice. I'm going to choose to replace the entire backing plate because I don't know the integrity of everything else in there, and I don't want to find out halfway through changing the shoes. And the golden rule to replacing brakes or backing plates entirely is if you're going to do this side, you need to do that side of the axle as well. You don't necessarily have to do all of your axles, but if you do anything on one side of the axle, you should mimic that on the opposite side of the axle. Also, when you make your brake connection, it is very, very, very important to use waterproof connections, good waterproof connections, because that is the number one reason for brake failure is corroded connections and the wires become disconnected. And a lot of times what happens, which probably happened in your case, is the wire will become loose and it will ground out. Once it grounds out, since there's no fuse in the system, it will melt down pretty much everything. Occasionally the wire inside the drum will also get worn out if it's not properly secured, and it will do the same thing. So though it does cost a little more money, I would replace the backing plate as well and then do the opposite side. And I cannot emphasize enough to use good waterproof connections, not these, good waterproof connections. Even if you don't have to do your brakes at this moment, go look at your brake connections and see what they have. If they have the regular bell connectors or ones like these where water can easily get inside the connectors, change them out to watertight connectors. You'll thank me later. Because a brake meltdown is not only expensive and annoying, it can be dangerous as well.